hosts, Darfeezy and Rainy Cage. Woo! Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Easy Cage Show. I am Darfeezy.
And I'm Rainy Cage.
Alright, so this is our movie news episode where we talk about the latest going on in the world's movies. We also throw in a little TV trailer this week. So let's get right into it. So first off, Avenger Endgames. Thanos just snapped away the box office record of biggest movie opening of all time. Plus, it passed Titanic. It's now the second highest grossing film of all time. It's probably going to pass Avatar. Let's get right into talk about that. What do you think about all this?
Well, first of all, yeah, it was the biggest opening weekend of all time, and it wasn't even close. It beat Infinity War by $100 million.
Was it 100? Was it?
Yeah, because it was 257, I think, was the opening weekend for Infinity War, and then it was like 350 something for.
It was 357, I believe.
Yeah.
What's the?
Let's see, 257 for Infinity War. And then Endgame, I know it was 350 something. Weekend 357. So it was almost exactly 100 million, which is insane. I mean, do you think anything will ever beat that?
Well, I remember when Force Awakens came out. Well, when Jurassic World first came out that year, it made $207 million.
Yep.
And people are like, oh, it passed the first Avengers. It's never a movie. We'll see if Star Wars can be able to do it. And then Star Wars made $250, and people are like, no one's ever going to be able to break that record. And then Infinity War made more money opening weekend. So we're like, okay. So I guess just the hype and excitement that Infinity War did to get people ready for Endgame. I was reading something yesterday that said that Avengers Infinity War has made $100 million in just home sales. So I mean, it's kind of not shocking because it got people who don't even like these movies to go see the movies, and it also caused the nerds to go see the movies multiple times. So yeah, and also passing Titanic in the second weekend. That's the crazy part of the whole story.
It is, yeah. It's so we're looking like we're about 400 million away from it beating Avatar. It's number 2 in the worldwide. That's pretty dang impressive. I don't know if it can catch it because we're going to get a huge drop off this weekend, and it's pretty much opened everywhere worldwide. So it's still at $400 million, a lot of money, but it's definitely possible considering what we're only in the third week of.
Yeah, and it'll probably be in theaters for 5 more weeks at least.
Just if it had come out in Christmas, I would be like, yeah, it's totally going to be that. But there's just so many movies coming out. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. It deserves it. The movie was amazing. And pretty crazy. It's number 5 domestically, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to beat Infinity War there because it's only a few away. Then it's got to beat Black Panther, which somehow I still don't know how Black Panther did $700 million.
It united all of the Wakandans.
yeah.
But Wakanda forever. All right, let's move on to our next movie story. If we're done talking about this box office stuff,
okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Yeah, what did you think? We have not talked about this.
Do you smell that?
Yeah,
it's a big turd.
Yeah,
it looks terrible.
It did look horrible. It
looks so bad. Like, I don't even know how to describe how bad it is because it looks so bad. Or like, hey, remember those Smurfs movies? We're just going to do that, but with Sonic the Hedgehog. What y'all think? No. Okay, we're doing it. Roll the film.
Everybody got all bent out of shape with the way he looked, which I agree. He does look horrible. He looks creepy. But so they came out and said, well, we're going to fix it. Well, that was not the only thing wrong with this trailer.
Jim Carrey looked terrible.
Yeah, Jim Carrey looked bad. It just looked cheesy. The jokes weren't landing. It looked, like you said, it looked like the Smurfs. That's what it looked like. Like, I don't know whose genius idea. I will say the cool little sound noises they were making, that was about the only thing I liked. I liked when the little logo had the rings, and when he smashes into Jim Carrey's tank, it had the cool little Sega Genesis sounds. That was legit it. Like, even visually it looked like poop. I was just like, no way am I going to see this movie. No. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, sometimes you can't judge a movie on its trailers, but a lot of times you can judge a movie on its trailers.
Yeah, for this one, I think you can. There's no amount of tweaking of the hedgehog that's going to make this.
You're still going to have the bad acting around it and everything. So.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. After it came out, I started looking at people's reactions and watching their videos of it, and it's funny the amount of hate it got so quickly. But yeah, it looks horrible.
Okay, moving on.
We agree on this, except for once. I was thinking you were going to come in here and go, no, give it a chance. It looks good.
No, it's terrible. All right, moving on. Peter Mayhew. He died last weekend, I believe. It was here last weekend or the week before.
Yeah.
But 1944, 2019, played Chewbacca, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, he gave fans a lot of good memories. He was always good at those Star Wars celebrations.
We got to see him at the 40th panel, right? He was on that panel.
Yeah,
sure.
I guess he was. Yeah. So it was.
I remember him chit chatting with Harrison Ford, and they were all buddy with each other. Yeah.
He was. I believe he was 74. Yeah, 74. So good life, and hate to see you go, big guy, but in your memory. All right, moving on. We have the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. What did you think about this?
I loved this trailer. Because it, like, you know how worried I was after. Who was I most worried about after Endgame? I was worried about Spider-Man. I was like, are they going to just like ignore this? Is this going to be like the first step of Sony being like, nah, we're done with the MCU? But it didn't. They go right in with the whole,
Well, the whole point of the story is the after effect of the snap kind of makes everything go. And also, Jake Gyllenhaal may not even be a bad guy because he's from an alternate world. So
he could not even be from an alternate world. He could be lying about that.
He could be, but it'd be cool if he wasn't. And then if they wanted to bring in the actual Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal from this world, you could do that. Yeah. So I like the trailer. I like to see that Jon Favreau's in it. And also I like seeing the Iron Spider suit. I like seeing the Noir Spider suits. I'm looking forward to this movie.
It was sad at the beginning. The humor really worked for me. Mm-hmm. What did you think about MJ in the trailer being like, "Oh yeah, you're Spider-Man"? That's obvious.
It's totally obvious.
Because I heard some people were kind of upset about that. They wanted the wow moment in the movie, and
I don't care for Zendaya's MJ.
MJ, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it comes right off of playing Spider-Man the video game, where you see that relationship between Spider-Man, MJ, and Peter Parker, and you're just like, I want that version of MJ. I don't think we're going to get through this. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm not
feeling it.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm pumped. It looks really cool, and I like the whole parallel universe stuff. I like that he's dealing with the loss of Tony Stark. Spoilers for Endgame, sorry.
Yeah.
And then,
but I liked how the trailer said, if you have not seen Endgame, do not watch this trailer.
Yeah. So it really quelled my worries about what they were doing with Spider-Man. It's just looking like pretty much all his friends were part of the snap.
Yeah, they were all death.
Yeah, conveniently.
Conveniently death.
Yeah, so that's cool.
All right, let's move on. So Star Wars, it's not coming out to 2022.
It is crazy. All this Disney news popped out, and that was the big thing right off the bat for me. Was, oh no, we're gonna have a 3-year break between Star Wars, which I knew it was coming because Bob Iger said we were going to get a break.
Yeah.
And then they announced the 3 movies. They're going to be every other year or whatever. But that's it. They just announced 3 movies. So now rumor is that those 3 movies are the Benioff and Weiss movies.
Yeah.
And that the Rian Johnson trilogy is no more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. I wish we didn't have to do a 3-year break, but I can understand it because if we are going with the Benioff Weiss trilogy, they probably haven't even really started on it yet, and they'll have 3 good years to work on it after Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
What would really get me pumped if they were like, because I don't think Benioff and Weiss are going to direct it. I think they're going to write and produce. So
they've only directed 2 episodes each, or 1 episode each, and they're supposed to be doing the finale.
So it'd be cool if they came out and were like, we got the Russo brothers for the first movie or something like that would really get me excited about it. But it is sad that we're going to have a 3-year break because I missed the talk. It wasn't, 5 years ago we were like, maybe we can get a Star Wars movie every 2 a year or every. And now we're going back to the old days. But
the thing is, it's not like we're not going to get anything Star Wars. We have the Mandalorian show coming out. There's that rumored Lando Calrissian show with Donald Glover in it, maybe.
What's about the one that's
one with Cassian and K2SO set before Rogue One? That sounds like a little cool spy show on Star Wars. So, I mean, it's not. And then also they're talking about doing an Obi-Wan miniseries on Disney Plus. So it's not like there's not going to be nothing Star Wars. There's still going to be plenty of Star Wars content. It's just not going to be on the big screen, and I'm disappointed by that because we're not going to get. Because I wish we could at least get some standalone movies with like Obi-Wan or even Boba Fett or anything like Mace Windu or a Yoda movie or anything Star Wars.
Yeah, it's sad.
You could just do one just because it's Solo bombed because of fucking Last Jedi.
Yeah,
I completely believe that.
Yeah. I mean, and now if the rumors are true that Rian Johnson isn't coming, then it even makes it look even more like Last Jedi was the. It makes me not really want to go to Star Wars Celebration next year because it's just like the only thing that's going to be there is the shows. And I mean, I don't know. I was all game for going to Star Wars Celebration, and now I'm kind of like, well, we're clearly not going to get anything about anything movie related. So I don't know. It bums me out, but who knows how long? I may not even be alive for this and our next story for this movie to ever come out.
That's right. All right. So you go with Star Wars talk?
Yep.
Okay. New Mutants. It's delayed again.
So rumor is, I've heard 2 pretty good rumors on New Mutants. The one that I want to be true is the one they talked about on Movie Talk, the Coy whatever. He was saying maybe Disney sees this pile of garbage that they have, and they're like, this can be our first X-Men movie, and they're gonna do some reshoots, and they're gonna retool it, and this is gonna be our first X-Men into the MCU movie.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. That is a good possibility. The other one I heard is Disney has no idea what the hell to do with this, and they just pushed it back, and eventually it's either gonna drop on Hulu or
it's probably gonna drop on Disney Plus, probably.
I mean, isn't it supposed to be like a horror movie though?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's Disney Plus material.
But I don't think it's gonna be rated R. So it's
if they're pushing it back, and it's gonna come out in theaters, isn't that gonna get why? Like, if they're not doing reshoots, that's to me. Like, if it's garbage, and they've pushed it back again, then to me, like you said, it's gonna be on a streaming service or something, and they're just gonna kind of like.
Or they'll be like, hey, Disney, hey, Netflix, you want it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I don't think Netflix is going to be
It's not going to be like Holmes and Watson, where you're like, hey, Disney, Netflix, you want it? No, it's too bad even for us.
So I like the rosy story of Disney saw it. It was like, we can fix this, and this could be our interest.
The thing is, with the whole new timeline things, the X-Men could exist in this new timeline.
Yeah.
So you could easily bring it into there. So maybe they just take the actors and they're like, hey, let's just
got some really good actors.
Let's just do it over. Let's just start over.
It's got that Anya Taylor-Joy and Maisie Williams, and so that's why I'm hoping that they saw it and they were like, we can do something with this. But at this point, that movie was filmed 4 years ago. That Maisie Williams has grown since then. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You could probably just scrap the whole movie and just bring the actors back and do it again. Maybe if they really want. So
it is a crazy story. As soon as I saw that, I had to send it to you because we've been talking about New Mutants and the movie we're getting ready to talk about a lot.
Okay, moving on. Avatar. It's delayed again.
Yeah.
Is this movie ever coming out?
Yes. Well, for one, he's already finished principal photography and filming on 2 and 3.
Yeah.
He's in post on those movies already. What this clearly looks like to me is, I hope, is that Disney wants to. We're going to get a Star Wars movie, or we're going to get 2021 is when this is coming out, right? Yeah. So we're going to get Avatar, then Star Wars. Avatar, then Star Wars. I hope Avatar is good.
It's over 10 years.
That's pretty crazy.
That means it's been 12 years since the first Avatar came out. You know how I feel about sequels. More than like 5 years is you kind of have to get a sequel in between 5 years at least.
I was watching Screen Junkies and they were making. James Cameron came out and said there's stuff in Avatar 2 that will make you shit your pants. It's so cool. And so on Screen Junkies, they were like, maybe he means literally. Like, that's going to be the new experience. You're going to be sitting in the theater, and you're going to shit yourself. And then they were talking about how it's going to be in 6D, and water's going to be splashing in your face, and there's going to be a toilet underneath you. And so we are getting this movie eventually. It is insane because the first movie came out in 2009, like you said, and it was originally supposed to come out in like 2014 or something, and it's just every year it's a new pushover. But
the thing is, I want to see James Cameron before he fucking dies do something else in Avatar. It doesn't look like we're ever going to see that.
It's looking like it's going to be 2030 before we get to.
I mean, he's made some of my favorite movies. I mean, Terminator 2 is my favorite of his. I love Titanic. I've never seen Avatar because you won't let me watch it.
I know. I don't want you to read it. Guys, yeah, I know that we're joking, but Avatar is legit my favorite movie of all time. So yeah. I'm one of those ones because you hear everybody talking about this. Is like, do people really want more Avatar? And I'm the one guy that's, yes, I would like more Avatar, please.
Okay, so I mean, we talked about Avatar being delayed probably 5 times on this show.
It's true.
Probably 5 times. And I can't wait to talk about it again, getting delayed a 6th time.
Well, now we're looking, 2 years away, so
yeah, anything
can happen between now and 2 years from now.
Okay, let's move on to Richard Madden, the King of It Off! He's in talks to play in the Eternals. What do you think about this?
It's cool. That cast is starting to get interesting.
Angelina Jolie, Kanaji,
yep.
Whatever, the big sick guy.
And now we got the King of the North. I was learning about what they were, which was pretty interesting. Apparently the Celestials came down and gave these ancient people powers.
Yeah.
And so they just been kind of hanging out, maybe hidden or something all this time. So that sounds kind of cool. We've had a little Celestial stuff going on. I mean,
yeah, with Captain Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thanos. We're getting more and more into space, and it's cool seeing space stuff because I love space stuff, and I like Richard Madden. I think I would rather him be Batman.
Yeah.
But I think he.
Well, now that he's in this, he probably isn't going to be Batman, don't you?
You never know, though. I mean, that's the thing.
Well, Jon Snow, I want him to be in some more stuff.
Kit Harington,
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put him in a Star Wars movie or something.
Yeah, I mean that's possible. He knows a couple guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested in him in this because I haven't really seen him in much other than like he was in Cinderella, and I thought he was really good in Cinderella, and yeah, so
I agree. This is shaping up to be an interesting Marvel movie. The question is this going to be one of the only 2 Marvel movies we're getting next year? I was talking this with some friends. I think we're going to get Black Widow and Doctor Strange 2 next year. Do you think? The only thing is maybe Eternals will take Doctor Strange's spot.
I think we're going to get Eternals and Doctor Strange probably.
I just the Black Widow movie. They're getting ready to start filming.
I don't think it'll be ready until next. I don't think it'll be ready until 2020.
May 1st is our next Marvel movie, so it's got to be something soon.
I don't know, and that will launch Phase 4 because Kevin Feige even said that this that Spider-Man: Far From Home
is still Phase 3.
Is the end of Phase 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We're only getting 2 Marvel movies. I just know. I feel like Captain Marvel in May. Although you're right,
Black Widow.
Black Widow is not really a kind of a May. Usually they put like a Guardians or something in there. Like it's not.
I mean, they could put a Doctor Strange. I mean, it's going to be a new era. That's the thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It seems like we're hearing the most about Eternals, so maybe it's Eternals. Maybe they're getting ready to start filming it.
But nothing's started shooting yet. I think Black Widow is probably the closest to get ready to shoot. Doctor Strange. I don't know if anything that's.
I don't think.
So I don't know if anything will come out next May. To be honest with you.
You think they'll just push that out?
There's
got to be something there. This is from Disney.
Okay.
There's going to be something.
All right.
I don't know what.
I mean, I just don't. I don't think anything's ready yet. So, I mean, Black Widow.
Nothing is being.
Black Widow would probably be the easiest thing to get done.
Because I think they're supposed to start.
Because there's not going to be it's going to be a spy film.
Right.
So you could throw that in there.
That's why I'm thinking.
Doctor Strange, you're going to have to do a lot of CGI. The Eternals, you're going to have a lot of CGI because it's going to be in space.
Plus, they're going to be hot on Black Widow off of Endgame.
Yeah.
They're getting ready. I've heard that they're getting. I think in August is when they're going to start filming Black Widow. So
yeah. So I guess that'd be the only thing, though. Yeah. I can't see anything else. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
The Watchmen trailer.
I thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a TV show of kind of. It's not based off the Watchmen graphic novel. It's kind of a spin-off kind of thing. It kind of becomes its own thing, but it also takes characteristics from some of the Watchmen stories that's been over the years. So, and it's being produced by David Lindelof, who was one of the showrunners for Lost, and he was also the showrunner for The Leftovers, which is a show I loved. And I know you haven't seen it.
Is that on HBO too? Leftovers?
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Watchmen fan. I did not like the Zack Snyder movie.
I keep hearing watch the Snyder cut, and apparently it's good. Yeah. So I've never.
I don't know. It's maybe one I need to revisit. The only thing that worries me is some of these things on HBO, like Westworld or what was that Stars one you watched? The Gods
American
one.
Gods.
Some of these shows they get a little too pretentious and a little too.
Here we go.
A little too like or even the Fox X-Men one that I don't like either. They just get too heady, and you just got to be. No, not Gifted.
Save it's still on.
No, it got canceled.
Oh, okay.
I don't know which one. Anyway.
Oh, Legion.
Legion, yeah.
I only watched the first episode. I really liked it. Just never.
Sometimes they get way too where you've got to be like a fucking rocket science to understand what the hell's going on, and I just. Watchmen, the movie, felt like that. So if this show, I'll give it a shot, but if it feels like that, I'm going to get tuned out real quick.
I'm the complete opposite. I love shows that make me think. It makes me fucking throw my a book against the wall or pencils against the wall because I'm just like, what the fuck's going on?
I can take a little bit of it, but it gets too much. That's the only thing that worries me about Watchmen. But it looks cool.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, moving on. It Chapter 2.
This trailer was amazing.
Oh, my gosh. Seeing Jessica Chastain as Beverly and in the house and the old woman.
Oh, that whole scene was just like... I was on the edge of the seat already, and I was like, oh, my gosh, this movie's going to be insane. Mm-hmm. It was just so creepy every time they kept cutting to that old lady. I mean, immediately, I was like, oh, something's not right with this old lady.
And I was, I was watching a little bit of the Collider Live, and they were talking about how that's a scene from the books. And that's kind of cool. And did you watch Josh McCook reaction to the trailer?
No.
It's hilarious.
Oh, I need to watch that. Yeah, but the cast is crazy in this, too. You got James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill. I mean, just loaded, and just the everything they did with the trailer. Just the little scenes you got of Pennywise. I was just like,
and this one's gonna be more of awesome. This one's gonna be more horror because the first one was more of a
coming of age.
It was more of a coming of age. Yeah. It had its moment. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this for me. It's one of my most anticipated. It might be my most anticipated fall movie.
Wow, over Star Wars.
Yeah, over Star Wars.
Whoa, that's gonna be. I don't know if I'll go that far, but I am definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait, and I'm not the biggest horror guy, and I'm really pumped for this one. So
okay, let's talk about our last news stories, and that's Michael Rooker. He is Merle from Walking Dead. He was also Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's a talks in for Suicide Squad 2 as King Shark.
I remember King Shark in the back in the days when I watched Flash.
Yeah.
One of them CW shows. I remember he was kind of cool.
They had an episode not that long ago where it was King Shark versus Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah,
and it was pretty cool. It was basically Gorilla Grodd was taking control of King Shark's mind. It was a cool little episode.
I mean, how are they gonna pull that off? Just a Shark Man in a Suicide Squad movie? I guess they can pull it off. I mean, we had an Alligator Man in the first one, so
King Croc.
Yeah, King Croc.
But I like Michael Rooker because he's got a great voice and everything.
Cool in Guardians.
He's got that James Gunn connection, so I'm not really surprised.
They're apparently like best friends.
Yeah, so I like him, and I'm looking forward to him as King Shark. Maybe not so much for Guardians 3, but or for Suicide Squad 2. I look forward to him.
They got a good cast in there. And we got Idris Elba, and I'm still peed off about that, though, because Will Smith's not coming back, and Margot Robbie's going to barely be in it.
Yeah.
That was the two best parts of the first movie, so.
Yeah. Well, no, don't forget about the hula hoop in Enchantress.
You're right.
But we got Kevin Boomerang coming back, so
yeah.
I did like him.
Jai Courtney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, that ends episode 71 of the Easy K Show. For more information, go to youtube.com/darkeasy and follow me every week as we talk about our latest movies, even though we are aliens. So, guys, until next week, all to